Here we go. School's in session.
Silly goose, silly.
I'm a silly goose.
Silly goose, you silly goose.
Well, what you waiting for, you silly goose?
You think when geese is hanging out and they're having a goofy time, they're having a silly human time?
Welcome to the Academy.
Did we already start?
This is gonna be fun.
Silly.
Goose Academy.
Hold on. I'm still uncomfortable.
Okay. Ready here. You ready? Oh. Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Silly Goose Academy, episode 32.
32.
Glad you're joining us again. If it's your first time here, subscribe, like, do the things. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Just to get it over with, Sometimes
you're always so annoyed when you give this spiel.
because they know.
Let them do whatever they want.
It's like
What do they got to subscribe for? Yes, we would like it
because it helps out the old the old algorithm.
I don't know if they're here to watch. I'm happy to take a viewer.
Listen, just help the old algorithm.
It just seems very
helps out the show.
I don't know.
How should I ask?
You're starting the show like subscribe to us. You're here. Let's go.
Sam, what do you think?
And it's not worked.
If you
just started watching a YouTube video and right out the gate they're like, "Is this your first time? Subscribe." It's like we haven't even given them a reason to. We haven't even showed them the goods.
But that's the protocol.
I was just gonna say, I feel like that's like the intro protocol.
Exactly.
We should say it with some happiness.
Right? Am I being too cynical?
You are.
All right. Can we start again?
Yeah, let's take it
from the top. Let's start from the top.
Silly.
Goose Academy.
Welcome to the Silly Goose Academy. I'm your host, Tollan Teyf, here with
Amanda Ebert for episode 32.
If this is your first time to the show, subscribe. We love our subscribers. They really help us out, and we try to do what we can for them, and they try to do what they can for us.
Absolutely. We love you guys.
We love you so much. Is that better?
I think that's so much better.
Is that better?
That was fun.
It was better.
There's a lot of enthusiasm there.
I know, but
I actually want to subscribe.
Say that you're not being sincere.
I'm
they might be able to
I'm sweating already.
I also do want to call out, we do have an audience member today. You will hear the voice of name redacted. Just kidding. It's Sam. But she has chosen to be off camera.
Right, for legal purposes.
Yes, I'd like to be anonymous.
But her name is just kidding. She lives at just kidding.
You already said her name.
I know. Well, we could say Sam. Anyone's name's Sam.
Anyway, last episode we had talked. It was a Halloween episode, so I guess let's start off. How was your Halloween?
My Halloween was good. I also do want to circle back to that Instagram poll because I was very gung-ho about The Nightmare Before Christmas being exclusively a Halloween movie. But the people have spoken, and it's both Halloween and Christmas. And I will say, I did a rewatch on Halloween. Yeah, it is. But also, it doesn't put me in the Christmas spirit. It puts me in the Halloween spirit. So I stand by my
What were the results?
The results were basically all voting for both, except for, 2.
How many people voted?
All right. I mean...
How many people voted?
Let's see. I did take...
What kind of demographic are we dealing with?
Well, the demographic is whoever follows us. And the numbers that came in... Okay, we had 2 votes for Halloween, and I was one of them. 1 vote for Christmas, which I thought was psychotic, and it was my friend Taryn, and I reached out, and I was like, is that actually how you feel? And she was like, no, I was just trying to stir the pot. So really,
saying
so she was
Halloween.
Well, no, because she was like, if I were to truthfully vote, it would have been both. So that's another vote to both. So not many people tuned into that poll. We only had 6 votes for both.
What was my stance? I don't even remember.
You didn't even vote.
No, but I said my piece on the show.
Your stance was both.
Sam? What is it? Halloween or Christmas?
The Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? Everyone thinks about it. She's not really one to talk to about movies.
I'm not a movie person.
No.
This is so embarrassing. That's why I'm anonymous.
Listen, it's
We'll
one of
put
the,
you on the spot for something you
this
know
is
about.
one of those movies where
She doesn't know,
it's not
okay?
about being a movie person. It's
Tollan,
about
let's
like
move on.
existing in society.
Yes,
know?
I don't exist in society. Confirmed.
She's an
She's on the
anonymous being
fringe.
who she does not observe Christmas nor Halloween.
So you dressed up as Shrek,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
How
it was
did
a
you
hit.
how did you feel being Shrek for Halloween?
You know,
Like when you dress
it was
up,
like
do
my
you take
natural
on the
state.
character?
No. I definitely take on a character. I don't know if I was embodying Shrek, but I was in, costume mode. I was ready to, be a spectacle. I was getting a lot of looks, and I guess I forgot that aspect. Like when I went on the subway and just down the street, I was like, oh yeah, everyone is staring at me because I'm painted green. But I love attention, so it was all good.
I see. Well, I mentioned this last time. I dressed up as a vampire,
Yes.
specifically a character from What We Do in the Shadows. If you know, you know. What's the
Big, if you know, you
acronym?
know. It doesn't sound good as an
doesn't
acronym
matter.
out loud
If you
because
know,
it's
if you know, you know.
IYNYY, and
If
it's
you know,
like,
you know.
yeah.
And see, I had a real so I really went all out with this costume. It was a couple's costume because there are a couple on the show, and I bought all the pieces. I got the coat. I got
Nice.
the coats.
Nice.
I got those ruffly
The shirt,
the ruffle shirt. You know what I'm talking about, like
yeah.
Austin Powers
Yep.
type of thing.
Yep.
I got a vest. I bought the fangs that you
Wow,
put in,
nice.
which was a pain in the goddamn ass.
Really?
You had to put these little silicone beads in boiling water and then
What?
put it
And,
into the
mold it
tooth.
to your tooth?
Yeah, but it took me 20 tries to get it.
Yeah,
to get
wait,
them on.
why can't you just, the old school
You would
ones
think it
where-
would be easy. You think they would have figured it out by now,
Right.
but it's a whole to do. It's a whole to do. Neither here nor there. I got a wig, long black
Why
wig,
did you get a... Oh, yeah, he does have
because
long
he has
hair.
long black
Yes,
hair.
yes, yes.
Painted my nails black.
Hot, very hot.
They put on eyeliner,
Very hot.
and so yeah. So the problem is that I was feeling very sexy.
Absolutely.
The whole night. I was
Yeah.
What's the
like,
problem?
the problem was that it was the sexiness was consuming me. I started walking different. I started behaving differently.
Interesting.
I was ready that night. I'm like, I'm ready to go to an orgy tonight. Because that's
Oh my God.
because I'm
Right,
a
and
vampire.
that's also what vampires do,
Because I'm a
famously,
vampire,
yeah.
and that's what we do.
Absolutely.
And,
Oh my God.
My God.
Also, a Halloween orgy. Oh my God. That's that just seems like
I think in theory that sounds nice, but you're having sex to someone dressed up as Bugs Bunny, I don't know how fun that is, or someone dressed up as Cinderella.
Maybe we don't allow children's characters.
Yeah, but the popular ones is you got a witch,
Yeah.
having
Well, I
sex
guess if
with.
you're gonna host a Halloween orgy, maybe give it a theme so that it's you've given some parameters and it's the adult sexual version of that. Because you're right. I don't want to show up to an orgy and there's Bugs Bunny there. That just seems ridiculous.
Yeah, but then it's not really Halloween anymore. It's not a Halloween orgy
That's
to me.
true, that's
now
true.
it's just an orgy. It's just a regular old orgy.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
Oh my God.
I know I'm right.
There's other costumes that would be hot that's not Bugs Bunny. I feel like if you're invited to this sort of event, you're not going as Bugs Bunny.
Well,
I think to be ironic, I would show up as Shrek.
well, people who are into furries and stuff they would want to be Bugs Bunny.
Listen, if you've ever been on porn websites, they're all these animated sex things where they get your
Yeah.
favorite cartoons and show them them
Yeah.
fucking. Anyway, let's not get too far. Let's not get too far. now. See, this is the problem.
Okay,
I'm
so
the
what
sexiness
was
is coming back.
But why was it a problem that you were so sexually charged that night?
It's not a real
Right,
problem.
but it was
It's
just really
it's
consuming.
oh damn, I feel sexy.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should now wear eyeliner and nail polish all the time.
I could, but would my dad love me?
Please. Who needs a father's love when you can have hot, passionate sex with eyeliner on?
Damn, man. And one thing was throwing me off though was that I didn't have boots at the time, so I was wearing sneakers.
Oh no!
No, wait, I wasn't. That's a lie. I got so drunk I forgot. I was wearing dress shoes.
Oh God! I was like, you ruined it with sneakers.
I was wearing dress shoes. I don't know why I totally misremembered that. Okay, that's not good.
Someone was
Early
blinded
said
by
dementia, baby. Speaking of dementia, I got 23andMe done.
No, you gave money to those hacks.
Yeah, it's all. Who cares anymore? They got everything on us.
All right.
Did you find out anything interesting?
Listen, I didn't get it back yet. I did it because
for the disease
because
lookout?
Mostly for that because. Like, my girlfriend got it because she doesn't know what the fuck she is. Like most people, they were born here. They don't know where their family traces back. But I know what my ancestry is going to be. It's going to be 100% fucking
Ashkenazi Jew from Russia.
I would
maybe
a
little from Israel.
I hope there's a little Native American in there, but that's a pipe dream. It's not even possible. It's not even possible.
I'm telling you right now.
I don't get any of the cool things. That's what happens when you're a purebred poodle, you know? You are what you are.
Yeah, so what are you hoping to find?
You get skin rashes because of it.
So you're trying to find
No, I'm doing it for the health side, because they tell you, like, what you're, like, prone to and whatnots, and, like, what foods are good for you.
I guess that's a good thing, but also, like, I don't know. Can't you just get blood work done and a doctor can tell you what you're most likely to get?
Well, I don't know. It's DNA, baby. Let's do it DNA style.
I guess.
I feel like they know more. They can find out more about you through your DNA code, because that shit's like...
Right. That shit's legit.
It's deeper.
Can your DNA, like, change over time?
It can break down. I know that. Now they have things like CRISPR where they can, like, mute. They can...
Oh, yeah.
Can, like,
oh, shit.
Alter your DNA
Who's
code.
Hasn't Barbara Streisand, like, cloned her dog so that her dog can never die? She has, I love that for her. That is how rich people should be behaving.
I totally agree.
Like,
what does that even mean?
What?
I have never heard of that.
She's cloned her dog.
You don't know about CRISPR?
Well, yeah. Explain CRISPR. CRISPR's a little scary.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna botch the shit out of this explanation, but basically, it's like gene editing. So, like, basically, science now can go into your DNA. Like, let's say Ashkenazi Jew, for example, just like us. We're prone to having IBS and like butt cancer. Like that's just in us. We're like more susceptible to getting that. So they can technically go in to our DNA and remove that part of the DNA code, so that like the next generation won't have that problem.
That's
basically
crazy.
But that's the good side of it.
Yes,
the bad side of it is like you can make pretty much in theory you can make superhumans. They've already started doing testing.
It's the plot of every Marvel movie. It's like, it doesn't end well.
And China's already doing it. They don't. That's the whole debate.
I'm sure there's already like a subgroup of humans who have had this done to them, and they're like, I'm sure the first place where you're going to start seeing like superhumans, like the Olympics, like all countries cheat their asses off, like only here for some reason we seem to care, while every other country doesn't give a shit. We let a lot of other stuff slide.
We do, but I'm talking about in the realm of the Olympics. Like
I meant in the Olympics.
It's not the Americans getting popped because we test them. We don't pay them. Like
we're pretty concerned about steroids. We're less concerned about the pedophilia that goes on with the coaches.
Yes.
Right, of course, because
and the sexual assault, because that's all gravy here in the States.
Home of the brave. There's a brave children.
Woof.
Oh, we're getting dark on the podcast.
Hey.
What were we talking about? CRISPR. So do you get it now?
Do you get it? So how does this relate to Barbara Streisand's dog?
She gets her puppy cloned. I don't know if she's done it now multiple times, but I'm pretty sure she cloned her puppy so that like when the OG one dies,
take the
she
DNA.
basically just has that puppy forever now.
Is it living?
It's alive.
Yeah.
But two?
But here's the question.
Yeah.
Is that her puppy, or is that just some fucking
robot
monster?
Right. It does beg the question, can't you just get another dog of that breed? But
it won't be exactly the same.
I don't know. If Barbara Streisand wants to clone her dog and say it's the same dog, let her. Maybe we should just make clones of Barbara Streisand. Well, now that's an idea. Mm-hmm. That is an idea. And have an army of very talented an army of babs. Oh my god. An army of babs and just serenade countries
to their knees.
I mean, I think that's how we get world peace.
Or world domination. Everybody pointed their fingers
True.
at the same time.
True.
Well, all right. Let's not get too far down the rabbit hole of genetics and all that jazz. We got the Goose of the Week.
Goose of the Week.
Goose of the Week.
Goose of the Week. Goose of the Week. Yeah.
Yeah, Goose of the Week. It's a good time. And we encourage you to sing along at home if you
know the words.
If you're watching or listening on wherever you get your podcast.
An audio medium.
We're a multi-level platform.
Yeah.
The Goose of the Week is, and I don't know who to give it to between.
No, we know who to give it to.
Well, here's why I'm
no. Well, I think let's give it to him, and then we can explain the whole context and scenario.
Right. It's got to be Aaron.
It's Aaron Rodgers.
It's got to be
Come
Aaron Rodgers. And
on.
even if you don't watch football, I mean this guy, this fucking guy,
this Goose,
this fucking guy. He was very slippery. He was a slippery snake.
Yeah.
Before the NFL season started, the media's all on their witch hunt, and they're asking everybody who's vaccinated, who's not.
As they should be.
As they should be. Listen, those witches need to be burned, right? So, they asked him if he got vaccinated, and he was very sneakily. He was like, he's like, I'm immune.
I've been immunized.
This is what Rodgers said back in August.
Are you vaccinated?
Yeah, I've been immunized. There's guys on the team that haven't been vaccinated. I think it's a personal decision. I'm not going to judge those guys.
It sure sounds like he's saying he got the COVID vaccine, but reports say he didn't.
I'm immune, but I get why. He's like, I get why some people on the team might not want it. It's not to me to decide, not to
Playing
judge.
devil's advocate.
And then this son of a bitch, while dressed up as John Wick, that's why he grew out his hair long.
Oh my god!
Right?
Ew! I hate that.
I mean,
he could not.
Did he put? You think he pulled it off?
No.
Can you find a picture? Just curious.
Aaron Rodgers.
Sam, you got to be on all the podcasts.
My one job.
She's not getting paid anything. I did bring a bottle of wine.
Yeah, you're paying me in wine.
So
great currency.
Aaron Rodgers got COVID, and so they were like, "Wait a minute, what, man? But aren't you vaccinated?"
And
which
that's
doesn't
not to
fully
say,
protect you anyway.
You can get COVID if you're vaccinated,
but
but
it came out to be that he didn't get vaccinated. And it's not so much that he didn't get vaccinated that bothers me. It's that he lied.
Oh God, no! He looks horrible.
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 Ugh. That doesn't even look. He just looks like.
He just looks like he was. No, don't grow out your hair.
He just looks
if you
like
can't grow out your
his
hair.
father abused him as a child.
Yeah, he probably did.
You're gonna play football, son.
I mean, and then for the other son to end up on The Bachelorette, I feel like that definitely did not come from a healthy household.
What?
His brother won The Bachelorette like a few years ago.
You didn't know this?
Yeah.
Why would I know this?
I don't know. Why do I know that?
What's his name? What's his first name?
Oh, what is his name?
Hold on.
Wait.
Come on, girls.
I watched this. Okay, it's JoJo and Jordan?
Jojo Siwa?
Wow, this is going to
Jordan Rodgers. What is his name?
While they're figuring that out.
Either way, it's clearly a bonkers household if one of them is.
You're right.
It's Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that doesn't sound right.
I know,
for some
it didn't
reason.
sound right either. But I remember their names being
Aaron
like close.
and Jordan Rodgers.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fast food restaurant.
It does.
They're a very beautiful couple.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're
Beautiful
just
people.
hot.
JoJo and Jordan are
Better
hot.
than Aaron Rodgers and
Shailene Woodley. They're weird to
Shailene.
me. They're weird to me.
It seems. How old is she? It seems.
Oh, I don't know.
When you look at them, it looks like
I think she's like
she's a child.
probably 29 or 30.
Yeah.
If I
so
had
never
to,
mind.
I would
guess.
think the age gap is appropriate, but just how did they even meet? How did the social circles link up?
They're famous people.
I was just
I
going
know,
to say,
I
the
know.
famous world, it gets very small.
But like the football
There's a dating
people,
app just for
Raya. Yeah.
You're right.
Well, that's really open.
Which is like
to
the name
public.
of an old Jewish woman.
A real Yenta, if you will.
Yeah.
Who's gonna match?
Oh, I've got a match for you. He plays football. Doesn't believe in vaccines.
A real catch.
A real catch. So yeah, he lied and tried to throw his teammates under the bus, and then he went this whole cancel culture, yada yada yada, whatever. Listen, the problem I have is that, like, what was that for?
We'll go to a break.
Okay, we'll go after. He lied. I'd rather he'd take the Kyrie Irving route and just own up to the fact that you're a lunatic.
Because also, it's not even like you lied. It's like you lied and put people's lives at risk. Like, there was a different protocol if you were vaccinated of, like, who you were surrounded with and, like, the rooms you were in. So it's not just like, he lied to us. It's like, no.
Just because you're dressed up like John Wick doesn't mean you have to try to,
kill everyone. Yeah. You really got into character.
So this is where, things get tricky, is that, like, he's a star quarterback. Like, people fully expected.
Is he a star quarterback?
Yeah, he is.
He's still a star?
He's considered one of the best of all time.
Oh my God, I really know nothing. Okay.
Yeah, neither I, but I do know that. And and like, there was a lot of media pushback.
So the NFL is protecting him.
I was just going to say, they have to be
cares.
Everyone
involved.
was like, you better come down hard on him. Like,
right,
NFL,
this wasn't brand new information
like,
to them.
Like, NFL, like, you can teach a whole course on this. Like, NFL throughout its history always has these moments where it can do the right thing. It's like, come on, NFL, you can do the right thing this time. And then, like, all those things we used to say about you, about how you're racist and, like, yada yada yada, you don't care about the players. Like, here's another opportunity to be like, we'll do the right thing, take action. They fined the guy $14,000.
No.
$14,000. Not even that you don't suspend him for like a couple games. You don't make what would be a hefty price, like $500,000?
I don't know. When you're that famous, no level of money is gonna affect your life. Right. If the punishment to a crime is money, then it's like not a punishment to rich people. Like, that's not a thing. If all you have to do is pay a fine, like, you're not. That's no slap on the wrist. No one's learning anything from this. No one's facing the consequences for their actions.
No, they're like, just come on,
no,
man.
They're doing it. Yeah, they probably were like, what's a number that's going to sound good to make people shut up?
That was not a good number.
That was not a good number.
That's not even going to make a dent in his wallet.
Not a good number. Not a good number.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron.
Aaron.
He spells it with 2 A's. Don't think Aaron needs 2 A's in it, but that's just me.
Well, that's the traditional spelling of Aaron.
I know, but it shouldn't be. Just me. It doesn't need 2.
Well, the English language is a trick.
Doesn't need 2. Make it 1, please. Why are we? All right. Well, we're wasting space.
I don't know. I could find better things to complain about. I'm fine with Aaron having 2 A's.
Yeah.
It's
fine.
I guess
anyone. That's just my old man stuff coming through.
Yeah.
And that's been the Goose of the Week. Goose of the Week.
Goose of the Week.
A voice for all time. Barbra Streisand, Christmas Memories. Her first new album of holiday music in over 3 decades. Christmas Memories. 12 new performances from the way only Barbra Streisand can.
You ever give your like when someone asks you for like your Hulu password or your Netflix password or something like that, and you give them the password, and there's always that moment where they look at your password and they're like,
judge you.
They're like, why?
Yeah.
Why that?
Yeah. Well,
because it's a password. Why, well, why not?
It's probably lived with you for many, many decades.
Correct.
Many moons. Many dog lifetimes. Anyway,
yeah.
It's just a thought that popped into my head. So if you could probably tell by I don't know, the title or something, and before you clicked on this, they gave it away. Today we're talking about hashtag
Lock the clock.
Lock the clock. And if you don't know what that means, well, strap on in, because
look at you strapping on.
Yeah, no, it's our thing. It's one of our. I consider it to be a catchphrase of the show.
I consider it to be as well, but I'm the only one who's ever spoken it.
Oh, really?
I've never heard you say strap on.
Strap on in.
Does this mean you'll be strapping on as well?
Well,
Will
I'm
you
a vampire
imagine?
now, and I feel I'm very
You want to go to
very
orgies?
sexy.
You're wearing
The costume may be
eyeliner?
off, but the costume's still on
Oh my
inside.
god! Breaking news: Tollan gets pegged now.
No. No.
Not
So listen.
I gotta get comfy here.
Hey Sam, no yawning, no yawning. Lock the clock. That basically,
we are an anti-daylight savings podcast.
no, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. We're not an anti-daylight
Well, I
savings.
thought we are.
No,
I thought you
are
changed your
anti-daylight
mind.
savings.
No, but then we got you.
Listen to me.
All right.
You see, this is why we're bringing it up, because daylight savings, the debate over daylight savings has swept the nation.
Yes.
It is. We're more polarized than ever, more separated than ever before.
I feel like we're not separated. I think majority of America
Well, listen.
is.
Can you tell people we're kind of yelling at each other? We're not explaining what's going on.
Yeah.
Give
All right.
the
Well,
people
I don't
a
know.
little
Does it
background.
need much explaining? I mean, I feel like
Yes.
every time biannually, whenever this fucking shit happens, everyone's like, "Why do we need this? Let's stop this." And now people have finally decided to do something about it. So
what's been going on in the country?
Well,
what's
all right. Well, I skimmed
debate.
the article, so if you want to take
Oh,
it away, but
fine. Way
basically,
to push
I don't
it
know.
on
There's
to me.
two people who have very polarizing views. One guy is like, "No, it's good. We need to have the daylight savings." And the other one is like, "No, it's an archaic thing. Let's push this thing to Congress and get it going." I agree. My main takeaway from the article was that it's like, Marco Rubio, who's a Republican senator in Florida, is the one like pushing it to Congress. But it's like, I'm a famous, I don't even want to say Democrat because fuck that party too, but I'm famously anti-Republican. But this has nothing to do with, Republican views against a person or persons. So, yeah, I support this bill. Let's fucking end daylight savings.
Why do you feel so strongly about that?
Because there's no need to give us an extra hour of sun in the morning when we could be having it during the day when we're awake. I don't need it to be dark at 4
You know what
p.m.
this sounds like to me? This sounds like ageism. You know why? Old people don't have much time left on this earth, and they get up really early. And you want to take
bring in the
away
old people.
You want to take away the little sunlight they have left.
Okay,
in their
they
life.
could move to fucking move somewhere where you get sunlight all the time. I don't know what to tell you. This is a very ridiculous. I don't know. I would like to hear your point of view because you are someone who doesn't think daylight savings needs to stop.
Well,
and I'd like to hear your case because you're not a farmer nor a senior citizen.
Okay, all right. I don't know how we got to how I brought. It just came to mind.
Yes,
old people,
yes.
because they are
always thinking.
They're the ones who are truly being affected by everything.
No. They are affecting everything.
Ageism.
No.
There you go.
So no one cares about the old people. Just die already. So
They fucked up our planet. I have no sympathy. They can absolutely fuck off and die already.
No, I mean that was the whole COVID plan, wasn't it? Get rid of all the old people.
Absolutely.
Right,
Get them out of our voting districts. Get them out.
You should see Sam's face.
I was just gonna say, well, you can see my
Doesn't
face
realize
right now.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I realize you're joking.
Yeah, I'm joking.
I don't know. Your eyes are widened to the right.
All my grandparents are dead. I have no foot in this race.
No, mine are
let's
still
get
alive.
rid of them.
Mine are still alive.
They fuck up our
Same.
voting, and they've fucked up the world.
What was I about to?
You were
talk
about to tell us why you like daylight savings, and I am so interested to hear why.
Okay, well, all right. Let me get it. Let me get into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides the fact that there's been studies done on our circadian rhythms that show that daylight savings is actually beneficial for our circadian rhythms.
I'd like you to actually.
It's in there. It's in the article. If you just Control F, what is it, like the National Institute of Sleep Medicine? Just type in sleep medicine.
I really don't believe that that's a thing.
Sleep
Why
medicine.
would our bodies?
You see it over there?
Want to be shifted back an hour when we're on a sleep schedule?
It's something about.
To be fair,
it's something about the extra sunlight that you get.
What extra sunlight? I'm only losing sunlight from this transaction.
No, I don't think you. I don't think
I am.
you are.
I'm waking up. The sun is already up, regardless of daylight savings. I'm now only.
It says that daylight savings daylight savings advocates say that it would help people with their moods and prevent crime.
Interesting.
What the fuck?
Well, I don't know.
How does it prevent crime? It's getting darker earlier. Don't crimes typically happen in the night?
That's because people go to bed earlier.
Perhaps.
Right.
Perhaps.
This is all a
listen.
hoax.
I just like. Here's the thing. We can talk all day about the health benefits and the reduced crime.
I'd love to talk about the health benefits. What are the health benefits?
Well, in better moods and and normal.
You're telling me. No. I'm not going to let you, because you're telling me you're in a better mood today when the sun sets at 4 p.m. than you would be if the sun was still up.
I agree.
When you left work. Wouldn't you like to leave work and it still be light out?
What are you saying? It wouldn't be light out. It wouldn't be light out.
All right, you work in a different environment. If I left work pre-daylight savings, it is still light out. Daylight savings hits, I leave work hours before I leave work.
It's winter. It's already happening that the sun goes down.
Yes, but we could still get an hour of it if we didn't fall back.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sam, does that make any sense?
I think it does.
Yes, the days get shorter. We would still get an earlier sunset regardless, but it wouldn't have to be, it would be an hour later, which would help.
Around 5 instead of 4.
Is that the case?
I thought that daylight savings happened because of kids going to school and it being
well, it was a
dangerous.
farmer thing originally, right?
Well, yeah, that was the original, but then it was like kids going to school in the dark is dangerous.
Well, listen, I like around daylight savings time, right? You know, you hear someone tells you, hey, don't forget to set your clocks back, and you start getting, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get an extra hour of sleep.
No, I don't know anyone who reacts that way when they hear
the first day.
Yeah.
The first night, you're like, I slept an extra hour.
And really, that's all that matters. Is that first day.
First day, you get that instant satisfaction.
Instant satisfaction.
Gratification. And no.
I will say, it is good for that first night. But why are we fucking up 6 months of the year for one night's sleep?
Yeah.
Listen, you can have plain old boring, same time all the time throughout the year, but sometimes you just gotta mix it up.
Okay. You want to mix it up? Go live in fucking Sweden, where it's dark 12 hours in the winter and light 12 hours in the summer. You want to really spice things up? We live in on the globe where we are able to experience a healthy balance between daylight and nighttime, and I would like to keep that balance alive. Thank you very much.
What? I didn't hear anything you just said. Because you know what I was thinking in my head? I was like, I'm still doing the math in my head. I'm like, if it's the same.
Right. You've fallen under the propaganda of daylight savings. They've told you that you need it, but you don't need it.
Well, here's the thing. Tradition? No. Okay, I won't go that route. Listen, here's how I truly feel about the matter.
I would love to hear. Have you not been speaking truthfully?
I don't know. So here's the thing about who cares? You know, what I think is that
I care. I don't want the sun to fucking set at 4:45. I could settle for a 5:45, and that is ultimately what it comes down to.
Right, but here's the thing. Though, is that time is a construct of society.
Right.
Time doesn't really exist.
Right.
In the way we know it.
Correct.
So here's what I say: let's abolish time. Let's bring it. I think we can get bipartisan support. We abolish time.
Okay.
And therefore, no one will ever be on time, and no one will ever be late. Everything is chaos.
Cancel clocks.
They've
been telling us.
If I have to hear one more goddamn tick tock, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Okay? Yeah. No need for alarm clocks. No need for anything.
So, I'm with you. Time is a social construct, you know. But then what? You know, I have a job. I subscribe to a job that follows a schedule, a timeline, let's say.
I subscribe.
Now what? Right.
I subscribe to
the channel of my company. Then what? How do we then interact with other human beings if we don't know what time plane they're on?
Time is a thing.
Listen,
that
I don't know. I didn't think it through.
I subscribe to time, but I would like time to not do its daylight savings thing. When it's also fuck you for calling yourself daylight savings when. You are not saving daylight. I understand you're saving daylight in the morning, but fuck the morning. No one is up in the morning.
Let me ask this: do they do daylight savings in any other part of the world?
Yeah.
They do it in Europe?
I wouldn't say Europe as a continent, but I think some countries do, yeah. But not every country.
Do they do it all over? Is it like a normal thing that everybody does, or do we just do
It's not in everything, but it's also not exclusively the U.S.
They don't do it in Hawaii, by the way.
No, they also don't do it in Puerto Rico.
Hey, Puerto Rico.
I only know that because... Yeah, I've been there when the clock has not changed.
we bring up this whole thing, and we're going to put up a poll to see how everybody feels.
We love a poll.
We love a poll. We love a good poll.
We love a poll.
We love polls on this one. By the way, did you know there's this app? It's called Versus Game. You ever hear of this?
No.
So Versus Game is this new app where they've got already like 7 million or 8 million people are on the app.
Oh my God.
So it's like gambling, but like people put out questions. And you can bet.
Oh my God.
You can bet on it, like on real life things.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like will Aaron Rodgers get his vaccine by it has to be by a certain date,
right.
like by December 8th, and then you can bet yes or no, like that kind of thing.
Right.
So now people have become so nihilistic, I guess, about the future. We're just gonna play games. We're just gonna bet on.
We live in a
make money off.
So let's just pull away our lives.
Meta. Not Facebook.
A beautiful closing to the circle. Meta.
So daylight savings time.
It's hard for me to believe that you're not just doing this to like have the opposing argument. Like you truly are happy with daylight savings? You're fine with this?
Well, it doesn't. I don't care enough to take a strong stance. It's more like it's just how it's been. Just kind of like it's not hurting anybody.
I kind of agree.
Like
would I like it to be different? Yes. Am I? Am I storming the Capitol about it?
Right.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess,
I'm not going to go up in arms. Yeah. Like, the whole reason we brought up this article...
I'm not calling my senators about this, but, like, I'd be happy if it got passed.
Like, let's just talk for a second. Like, these two people who have been placed prominently at the heads of these two movements, like...
Right. It's also funny that they're movements.
They're, like, these two people who hate each other. Yeah. Like, there's bad
Yates
blood between...
Yeah, they're getting nasty about it.
I keep forgetting the phrase. What is it? Stop the clock? No.
Hashtag lock the clock is the movement that one
hashtag lock the clock versus standard.
Yeah, they've been going at each other for years, which is so funny because like LOL pick a better cause to like be passionate about and fight about.
It's just like
the world is so fucked and you're choosing daylight savings as your cause.
It's like we're yelling about the fucking time when we should be worried about like the earth.
Correct.
Like can we just not? We're getting everything is now a heated debate. Everything now is like pick a side. Everything now it's like it's just we got to recalibrate and just focus on the like the earth is burning. You know what I mean? Like let's get it together.
But it also makes me think
and that's my PSA.
All right. And I co-sign that PSA. But
same
when it. I also think like something as dumb as this where like I don't know they could just like very easily test the waters of America and be like, hey guys, how do we feel about daylight savings? And majority is like, we don't need it anymore. Why can't we just collectively be like, okay,
but you know what makes me skeptical? Like why is this big? Like what is it? What do they get out of it?
Big sunlight. What don't they want us to know?
Yeah, big sun. Like one of the guy who is these two guys. I keep forgetting their names. Can you check
Yates
quick,
and
Sam?
P.
Yates and P.
But I couldn't tell you who's on.
That sounds like
side.
a law firm, but they're two different people
Yates
on opposite sides.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The article that we sent you.
So these two guys who are on opposing sides, right? One of them, who's for the daylight saving time all the time, like the one clock, the one true clock, The one true time, the true timeline. There, he's like accused saying that he's a part of like big pharma and like all these.
Okay, and that may be true, and that is shitty and problematic. But what does big pharma have to gain from?
This is why I question this, and I kind of see where his head's at. Like, why is Ricky Rubio so adamant? Rick Rubin.
Marco Rubio.
Yeah, Marco Rubio Rubin. Famous music producer. Yeah. Marcus Rubis. He the Florida guy, right? What is he?
Correct.
Yeah. Why is he so passionate about what's his angle? What's the angle here?
There is no angle. It's just fucking annoying.
I know, but to bring it up in front of Congress, because only Congress has the power to do so.
And they should do something. I think I get it, honestly. And if you're a fucking senator and realize, hey, this is dumb and we should change it, bring that to the fucking floor. Because this is also finally a topic that's like really not political, because it's not directly
political.
Okay, but it's not in the sense where it's like it's not targeting a specific race or age group or gender of people. Like, this is truly just like, this was a dumb decision on our dumb calendar and let's change it.
What about the farmers?
What about the farmers?
What about
the sun still fucking rises. Like, start farming at 7 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. Like, I don't really see.
What about the crops, man?
The crops will be fine. We fucking genetically fuck them anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
it all seems so silly that it's even a debate.
Like, I know, but that's the thing.
We don't
it's
need
like,
it.
Just leave it as
Why
is.
can't? What?
Just leave it. Yeah. What will change? It's still going to be dark at the ass crack of dawn. It's depression season where the sun goes down too early. It's dark all the time.
Extend that by an hour.
It would make a difference.
That would make a huge difference.
It's very early to get dark.
I want to go to bed by 4:30. That's insane.
Yesterday, I literally went into bed at 8 p.m.
Don't you lose an hour in the summertime?
What? Oh, like when we do daylight savings the other way?
Mm-hmm.
But it's so
but the sun is setting so late then that even if we lost an hour, the sun would still be setting by like 8 p.m., which is still giving us a full day of sunlight.
You know what's funny is that we scoffed at this stupid article, and now we're getting in the trenches
I'm
ourselves.
I'm fine to get an hour of sunlight removed in the summer. That's fine. The sun is staying up later anyway.
Listen. Daylight savings is an American institution.
Oh my God! But we've also discussed that it's not exclusively the U.S.
No, but I think I remember it saying in the article. It wasn't just for farming. It was also during World War II. I think it started World War II, after World War II, or during.
Okay, but I also recall, and don't fight me on this because I was homeschooled. But I recall learning that.
Yeah, you only know so much.
No, I remember learning that Ben Franklin invented daylight savings.
That motherfucker invented everything.
But doesn't that seem like too early in the timeline of America for daylight savings to have come about?
True. What did they know back then?
But I distinctly remember reading an essay about Ben Franklin inventing
I could be making that up. I could have.
I didn't see that anywhere in the article.
World War?
No, I looked in all the catchphrases and that came up.
Whatever.
You can't win them all.
You can't win them all. Listen, we'll put up a poll. Let's let the
people decide. But if we're letting the people decide, then why shouldn't this be taken to Congress? Why shouldn't this be a matter of the people?
You're saying this is a democratic.
No, I'm saying like you're getting all up in arms about Marco Rubio taking it to Congress.
I'm not getting up in arms.
Of all the things he could take to Congress, I'm glad it's this. He could be taking fucking like abortion laws.
First of all, I want you to look at my arms. They're down. All right, they're rested. Okay. My arms are rested. Yes. I'm not raising my arms for the sake of.
I said you were up
an hour up or an hour down. Who cares? Who cares?
Well, I care, and so does majority of America. So majority rules.
Do you really think most of America gives a shit?
I actually do think
they just want to eat their fucking painkillers and watch Masked Singer.
No. I'm not saying this is something that like America is like passionate about, but I truly think if it was an easy enough decision, if every like home in America got a newsletter that was like, should we get rid of daylight savings, and it was an easy yes or no, everyone would be like, yeah, no, I don't see why we need this. Let's just not do it. And it could be an easy decision. It doesn't need to be this heated debate, but I do think that majority of people would be like, yeah, we don't need it.
Well, I'd be very interested.
And if that is the case,
people really feel.
Then Biden, do something.
Yeah, Brandon. Somebody today asked me what the "Let's Go Brandon" thing means. Do you know what that is?
What?
Oh, you don't even know. You don't know what that
I
is?
have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, a little teaching moment.
Oh, what is this?
And it's funny because my Meshigiach at work asked me. I went downstairs out of the museum, and the Meshigiach he's like chit chatting with the security guy, and they're like, he's like, "What is this? You know what a Meshigiach is?"
No.
So
Why are you saying that so casually?
You know what it is. I feel like I've explained. I feel like I've okay.
Just because you've explained
Your
it to me
listeners
once,
definitely don't know.
All right, real fast. A mishgiach is this made-up job that Jews made, where it's a guy who, torments a food business to make sure that they're kosher. That's it.
Wow, you
Yeah.
think
I would've
that
never
everyone
guessed
listening wouldn't know that?
No one is gonna.
Let's
Let's poll
literally
that.
no one.
Let's poll that.
Yeah.
Who knew what that was before he just explained that?
I feel like I mentioned it before, but okay.
No one
I digress.
remembers.
Now you know what a mishgiach is. You don't need
Mishgiach.
to poll. That's not a pollable thing.
It's a poll.
We're gonna poll him.
No, don't poll.
We're
Don't poll.
polling.
Okay, so they're talking, and I walk by, and he's like, "Hey, who's this Brandon fella?" I'm like, "What?" First of all,
Out of nowhere to just say a statement like that.
First say hello. Don't start with the Brandon.
Interesting.
So he's like, all over. I'm seeing this "Let's Go Brandon" thing all over the place, and I start Googling him. I don't know who he is. Like, do you know what it is? And I'm a little taken aback. I didn't know what he's talking about. And then he's like something with the Joe Biden. I'm like, oh right, that thing. So this "Let's Go Brandon," I forgot how it started, but I think someone made like a mistake where they accidentally called Joe Biden it was like Brandon or something like that. Can you look it up, please? How it began.
Brandon?
How it began is where I'm a little iffy.
Type in "Let's Go Brandon."
Yeah,
and see
like
what
how it
comes up.
started. But all right, I'm a little iffy on the origins. But basically, what it means, it's code for "fuck you, Biden." Basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, why can't we just openly say "fuck you, Biden"?
Because
I think
it's
we
like
can.
it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know.
I have no shame. I'll say "fuck you, Biden." It is weird. Why do I keep getting tripped up? I want to say Brandon.
Brandon.
The
deep state. Yeah, I forgot how it started, but that's what it means. It's like a code word or.
It's a code word for "fuck Joe Biden."
Right.
But
yeah,
just
exactly.
say "fuck Joe Biden."
Yeah.
But it's more fun to say "Let's go, Brandon."
All right.
I guess it's like a.
It's funny that you're. How do you say it? Meshigiach?
Yeah, Meshigiach.
It's the one that was stumbling upon this.
Right.
Yeah. He's like, what is this?
He must run in a
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Republican circles.
Because I've never seen this before.
Right.
seen
I
it.
just
I've
see
seen
Democrats saying "fuck Biden." We have no shame in hating our own president.
I hate all presidents.
Correct.
Every single one. Because if you're doing that job, you're a psycho. Why do you want to do it?
You've got a shifty past if you've served as president.
Yeah, burn it all down. Burn it all down. Time doesn't matter. This is an anarchist podcast.
All right, time doesn't matter. Like and subscribe because the world's going to end anyway.
Hopefully, we made like one bit of sense. In this
I think we did.
In this
I think we've
rambling
done a
of
good
daylight
job
savings.
here today.
Listen, we're going to put up a poll.
We're going to put up multiple
poll.
polls.
We're going to put up a poll.
And follow us on Instagram to see all these polls we speak of,
Right. We did start a TikTok. I think we should start putting more things on TikTok.
Yeah, I famously got a death threat on TikTok, so I've kind of stopped posting there, but I will again.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to live up to the moment.
Tollan was so jealous when I got the death threat.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I was so hype. It's such a
What
sign.
death threat did you get? What could someone
Well,
be so angry about?
Killing a goose.
We were talking about no. We were talking
what
about
was it?
between killing a duck or a dolphin. Like, what would be easier to do? And I said it would be easier to kill a dolphin, even though dolphins are like the smarter species. Like,
bring it back up.
Whatever. So we were just having a debate of like, do you kill the dolphin or the duck? And someone was like, I would just kill her.
Ooh, burn.
You love to see it.
If I had to choose between the duck or the dolphin, I would choose her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Internet, don't play games.
Trolls.
Don't play games.
That's what happens when you're famous.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what happens.
Men hate to see women succeed.
Yes. Yes. Let's go, Brandon.
All right, we'll end it there. That's good.
You're silly.